Somebody said a picture is worth 1,000 words. Now, I'm not really sure who said that. It might be that Marcel Grady dude out in Arkansas. I mean, he is kind of famous for some inventions and some really clever sayings. You know what I mean? Hey folks, welcome to Critter Creek. Hey folks, welcome to Critter Creek. If I'm screaming and hollering and jumping around during this video, it's because of this little guy right here. Harley, say hi to everyone. He's trying to eat this little ball right here on the end of this hat. He's saying, I ain't got one of those. He got a floor full of toys and he's never happy. He wants this little ball right here. But I'm gonna let him down. Maybe he'll go play with these toys and let me finish this. This is about the 10th time I've tried to shoot this. So whatever this version turns out like, that's the way it's gonna be. I said in my intro that a picture is worth 1,000 words. So I want to put up a little picture right now, up over here, up here, or maybe the whole screen, I don't know yet. And then I'll explain why I wanted to make this video and go from there. So, from back as far as I can remember, when I first started browsing YouTube, and it's only been a couple of years, but started browsing YouTube and finding content creators and supporters of friends in the live chats and supporters and such. That being the homesteading community, homesteading, outdoor life, country life, that kind of thing. And of quit. I love you too, but you're not getting a little ball on the hat. Here, you go play with your bear. Go play with your bear. Okay. Sorry about that. Actually, I'm not. I'm having a ball. But he's not. So I started browsing through YouTube and different communities, and there were several different communities that I frequented and watched videos and began to become a supporter of those channels and such. But there was one name that kept popping up during multiple different videos and people talking, and they weren't all in the same community. And that name was Rebekah, from the YouTube channel Rebekah Touched by Yarn. And I got to notice a lot of people talked about these hats that she was making them. Now I've since come to find out that she not only shows love and shares her gift freely with these YouTube communities, but she also does it in her community. I also have discovered that she helps people who are in need, who are in need of clothing, something warm during the wintertime, and discovered that she makes these hats for them, for many, many people, thousands, in fact. But I digress. Was finding out that her name was popping up in different videos and everything, and I'll be the first one to tell you, I don't have a clue what the difference in sewing, knitting, crocheting, I really didn't have an idea. And so in all honesty, I couldn't understand how so many people were talking about these hats. Now, I understand talking about the compassion and the kindness, but I wasn't quite clued into the impact of all this. I wasn't quite clued into the depth of it. And, you know, the more I watched, then I found her channel, and I started getting addicted to watching her on her channel with a guest. And while she would be there and visiting with the guest that was there, she'd be making one of these hats for. And I became amazed at it, because I'm an artist. Well, I'm a cartoonist, but that's kind of an artist. But I would watch her make these hats and follow the chat, answer the people in the live chat, respond to her guest that was on the screen with her, and her hands would be down in here, and all you'd kind of see was this. Every now and then, you'd catch a glimpse of what she was doing. And half the time, she wasn't even looking at it. She was going like this. So I really got enthralled with that. Followed her channel, followed other channels who would mention their hats and show their hats that they had got from Rebekah, and I began to get it. It wasn't until I was watching videos from a YouTube meetup, the Mid-America meetup, and they all came together and brought their hats. This was the middle of summertime, I think, but they all brought their hats, and they put them on and took a big picture. And that's the picture that I showed you right after the intro. That's the picture that summed it all up for me. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Sometimes it only takes 5. Thank you, and we love you. That's 6. Now, I can't count. Anyway, I think you get the message by now that Rebekah does something so beyond special that it's my belief, and I'm entitled to that it's a gift from God, and she passes that on, that he sends love, kindness and warmth through her hands. There's a final chapter to this short story. So I received a package from Rebekah, and I opened it up and I got it. I finally got it. Not even gonna lie to you, tears came to my eyes, hair stood up on my arms. At that very moment, I felt blessed by God through that woman's hands. I've learned a little bit more about her since then. We've been able to visit and speak more. What she does for the people in the community, for her community, for people in need, is just God working through someone, a vessel here on earth. She's humble. She takes no credit. In fact, she ships these things out on her own money, and she's on a limited income. And she didn't tell me that. I've had conversations with other people about that, and so I'm hoping that the community is able to embrace the gifts that she gives, and myself and anybody else that can, and I know many maybe already have, will be able to help her out a little bit. But I'm not going to go into all that. That's not what this video is about. I opened my hat up. It was amazing, amazing. You can see it, but through my eyes, what I didn't even know if it was crocheting or knitting, to be honest with you, but it was absolutely beautiful. It was art. And I may not be good at, I may not be the smartest man on the planet, but I do know art when I see it. It was a blessing. It touched my heart so deep. Now that should be the end of this short story, but it's not. I watched one of Rebekah's live videos recently, and she was interviewing Tish Ross. And Tish, being Tish, it was kind of like she was interviewing Rebekah on Rebekah's channel. And don't take that as an insult, because I love Tish Ross. But what struck me was, and I'm not going to try to tell the whole story. You'll have to go and watch the video. I'm going to link the video in the description below with Rebekah's channel. But the video I was watching, Tish asked her, not in these exact words, but here's the essence to what I got. She asked her, she said, about when you started your channel and all that, and how you got your name. I think's the way it went. And my translation is this: that Rebekah had a channel, and it was Rebekah, in a sense. And one of the people that she had made a hat for in the community, I'm not going to try to say who because I'll have it wrong, basically said that when he opened it up, he made the comment that he had been touched by yarn. Man, that amazing. It was that moment when I saw that video with Tish asking the questions and Rebekah answering that, I thought, wow, okay. That brings the whole thing together, full circle. She's a blessing. And so, I know I ramble on too long, but I'm going to keep this thing quick. Rebekah, thank you. Thank you. The hat is a great blessing, but your friendship and what you do for people is the biggest blessing of all. So, you just keep being you. And a couple of scriptures came to my mind about this, about you. So I'm going to put those up on the screen and leave those up there just for a minute, and then I'll close this video out. Okay. Harley, you want to come back up or no? Or you done? You just ready to get it over with too? I'm sure the people watching are. Okay, folks. Come on, Harley. Let's come up. You want to come back up for a minute? Come up here. So I hope you at least appreciated this video, Rebekah, and I hope that you're blessed. And I hope that you're blessed in abundance, because you are a blessing in abundance. I hope that God will bless you with the things that you need, and the desires of your heart. So, always be you. There's none other like you. Folks, thank you for watching the video today. Harley and I want to say we do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that. Hit the like button. But if you didn't like it, we want you to stay. We want you to stay true to yourself. And so don't worry about it. No hard feelings. We want to say, y'all come back now, you hear? And let's see. We love you. For real. Thank you. God bless.